When I don't want to do the review to waste time on writing and editing because it would interfere with the playtime, I know game is doing something right. Welcome to Jagged Alliance 3 review, you bantering bastards. Played the game for about 40 hours on Commando difficulty, not the highest, and gonna continue playing it. Haven't beaten it yet, but getting close. It is going to be a shorter review because I want to get back to playing it. Review key was provided by the publisher, but that never affects my opinion or final score. I did play Jagged Alliance 2 back in the day and loved it. To see that game reimagined like this by staying true to the original fills me with joy. UI is similar, world map and functions on it with associated website are nostalgic visually but functionally improved. Same mercs with few new ones are present. One of the things that impressed me is how different they are and how each merc is unique in their approach. Banter between them is fantastic too, although can get too repetitive. Every time they move they have to comment the same thing, which gets annoying. Wish they would give us an option to remove action voice confirmation, at least for moving around. Nevertheless, banter is fantastic among mercs and enemies.
This is a sticky situation. I could do this blindfolded and tied up. This is too hard for me, and that's not something I say very often.
For every one of us!
That Fox is one hell of a broad. She's got a killer pair of guns on her, too.
Some mercs have specific relationships. For example, Red, a pessimistic squat, doesn't like women on the team, so he initially wanted more money to join because I had a couple of them.
Mind you, with my luck, I'll probably get into another fight just 5 minutes from now, so this is no cause for celebration.
Unique things like this make the game much more immersive. Let's get back to more important things. Jagged Alliance 3 is a game I have enjoyed the most so far this year. However, as I always say, enjoyment is a feeling that can't be measured, as each person enjoys games less or more in their own specific way. Only thing that matters is how the game is done, if the systems in place work well together and how fleshed out everything is. Jagged Alliance 3 is a strategy RPG where player controls a group of mercenaries that are hired to liberate the president and many other people affected by sudden rise of the Legion, an army controlled by mysterious person referred as the Major. General story is similar to Jagged Alliance 2, but there are plenty of other stories and quests connected to specific situations and setting. I think writing is really good with plenty of twists and interesting characters. Here is an example of a side quest, just so you understand how unhinged this game is at times when it comes to brutality and unapologetic humor. Retard has a good shotgun on the wall that is supposedly from his grandma that died some time ago, and he won't give it to anyone unless his grandma says so. Another guy joins the quest and says if you can get a red wig, he would pretend to be his long dead grandma, which would convince the slow guy to give you the shotgun. So upon obtaining the red wig, interesting situation plays out. There are many situations like these that are gonna make you smirk and laugh, but also a game showcases brutality of war without holding back. Mass murderers, communist guerrillas, corrupt army, everyone wanting diamond mines for themselves. It all makes sense, appears as a realistic struggle and also invests player to make some important decision. Would like to see more decision making, but it's alright, this is fine too. World where everything is happening is fictional Africa. Details resemble Africa's housing situation or lack thereof. Terrain like jungles and savanna, hyenas as beasts that are also trained in the Legion, diamond mines. World map structure is an interesting one that also has been transferred from the second Jagged Alliance. Options to train mercs, train militia to defend points of interest like cities, repair gear, craft ammo, treat wounds, scout and others are there to be played with. Time management through these actions is essential for success, as after every fight you are a bit lighter when it comes to amount of ammo available, less healthy, more tired and so on. Decisions such as should I push forward with tired and unhealthy squad while still having all the mercs before their contract runs out are frequent. Every merc has different cost, and in the game you are playing against the inevitability of running out of money from diamond mines that are financing the whole expedition. I love world map gameplay because of significance of every action. There are many elements to it that work great together, as there are always options, but everything comes at a cost, minor or major, depends on you. It is still brilliant Jagged Alliance design that I'm glad made it into here with improved and more polished design. Fight gameplay is turn-based with lots of strategy. Game is difficult but manageable. One of these things where game doesn't do well is balance, as sometimes your team is gonna be put against seemingly impossible odds. By not playing hardcore mode, meaning no manual saves and such, you can navigate around it, which is fine. So for first playthrough I wouldn't go for such mode, because eventually difficulty spike is gonna get you. Other than those few occasions, I think difficulty is well done, but nothing extraordinary. AI is not good and could do with lots of improvement, especially ally AI that is brain dead. Mercs are all specialized in their own thing. Some are melee focused, others want big ass machine guns, some are decent at everything, others are specialized in mechanical stuff. Having a well thought out team goes a long way, but you can always try specialized sniper team or something like that, which would work great. Or maybe heavily armored shotgun specialist if you can manage burning through buckshots quickly. There is no wrong answer. Main decisions come from hiring cheap recruits that can then level up ever so slowly and gain new perks, but their price remains low. Or hire one or two busters that are gonna eat most of the budget but go through enemies like hot knife through butter. Every decision in the game has some strategy weighted behind. Character progression is not deep, as it is not an RPG when talking about character progression, but structured well enough by leveling worse mercs and molding them into something greater, if they can survive. However, stats are there to limit who can do what. Low-level merc with low strength will never improve strength enough to be able to unlock last set of strength perks. Simple system, but very effective, as it gives enough freedom but also logically limits mercs to not deviate way too much from the original design. Stealth is how every fight is gonna commence. Turn-based combat starts only upon spotted or when enemies become suspicious. Stealth is well done, but I do miss proper stealth kill cutscenes that make it much more significant and immersive. It is also almost impossible to take out whole team of enemies stealthily, so goal is to take out as many as possible before fighting starts. Major overlook is not being able to drag bodies taken down through stealth, which would add important strategic element to stealth approach. When fight starts, all sort of tactical options can be utilized, partial and full cover. Elevation advantages. Status effects such as blinded, bleeding, exposed, suppressed, flanked, many types of ammo like armor piercing, tracer, shock and whatever, many different types of grenades like flashbangs, frag, molotov, tear gas, smoke. Honestly, I don't know what else to ask from a game when it comes to strategic team combat. Choosing proper gear helps tremendously as enemies change over time into more heavily geared, and if you can't take someone down quickly, then mercs are gonna take a ton of damage. They are not superheroes, just capable soldiers that need to be protected. Then there is conserving ammo part, so if most mercs use same type of ammo for their weapons, that is not good, as there won't be enough for fights after. Everything you do, every advanced strategy you come up with, every thought regarding future encounters is gonna pay off. Thinking more about every step rewards the team with more options and easier success further on. Want to take a break from controlling a non-story or quest related fight? No problem, as there is auto-resolve option for some encounters with predicted outcome. Technically, game is well optimized with occasional frame drops. Didn't have any crashes in 40 hours or so. Sound work is great with decent ambiental music, great voiceovers and good combat sound effects. Time for final verdict. Jagged Alliance 3 impressed me in so many ways by staying true to what made the second one so great and by building on it. I haven't had this much fun in a long time. After 40 plus hours on PC, I'm giving the game 8 out of 10, which translates to a great one. Potential is gonna be 9, which translates to amazing game if they add some stuff, improve AI and work on it a bit more. Nevertheless, I'm wholeheartedly recommending this gem. It is good, kind of addictive. Enough talking, going back to play it.